go plug it in. I'm going to keep you live. We're going to fire the element for the very first time. I've only got 100 degrees on there, but we should see some smoke and some blackness start on the on those elements. And here comes the smoke, and here comes the red, and we can see our kale wool in there starting to turn brown. Okay. Okay, not a lot of changes on the Hot Shot this time around. We are moving to an outboard fan. If you remember before, the fan was stacked up inside, but as we change controls, our controls are advancing, and we need more room for the controls. So it was no big deal to move the fan to the outside of the enclosure. It's still the same air direction. And now we just bring the cord out right through this little bushing right here and plug the fan in. Real simple. The other thing we're not doing anymore is we're no longer sensing air temperature inside the enclosure anymore. This is a contact type thermal switch, and it's screwed down, and it's actually sensing the surface temperature of the oven. So we're sensing surface temperature. We're no longer sensing air temperature, and that is the trigger for the cooling fan. So it's strategically located. It's right above this little porcelain block. That's going to, we expect it to get hot, so it's sensing heat there. And when it fires, you see these 3/4 inch slots below. It's going to pull air through those and keep your porcelain cool, your connections cool, and it's also going to draw air across the SSR. I don't know if I can get you down to see that. I guess I could tip the oven up. There it is. The SSR's got a heat sink, and it's pulling in through that hole right there. All right. So those are the only changes to this round of ovens. We do have some other changes coming, probably after the next 20. We are going to be doing a door interlock switch. That's coming up. Oh, this is an alarm model. That's how the alarm sits down in there. All right. And the alarm ties into the Fancy Pants controller, and you can sound an alarm if you want to. Alrighty. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to program the Novus N480D from scratch. This is out of the box. It's not programmed. First thing we're going to do is just plug it into a mini USB. It's going to power up, and that thing has got nothing in it. You're going to go to the InConfig software. This is freeware. And you're going to search and configure. Okay, see it hooked it, N480D. Then you're going to, this is the very first thing you got to do. You got to go to configure, maximize your screen, and there's one thing in the scale cycle. You have, there's a setting, it's called PR.TY. You have to turn that to program. Okay, otherwise it won't allow you to actually program it. Then you write to the device, hit write. Okay, and then go to batch. Exit here, and then on a file that I send you, the name of the file is HeatTreat01. This is just a configuration file. It's a .cfg. I'm going to send you that if you need it. So we're going to open that, and then we're going to write to the device. Address of the equipment, 1, fine. And wait till it's done writing. It's doing all the registry down here. You see the comm lights on, and now it's already done. Okay. Would you like to configure another device? No. All right. Now your controller is set, and it's got one program in it that I created for O1 Tool Steel. All right, so that in that order, that's the way you have to flash program one of these controllers right out of the box. You have to go to configure first, and then go to batch. Okay, we've got a ramp soak controller here, and it's already got the Hot Shot programming in it. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in, let the computer hook it. Now that lets us know it's connected, and we're going to go to our InConfig software. We're going to search and configure. Here it tells us what we've just connected, and we're going to hit configure. And now there's two things we can do. We can go to the RampSoak program, and here you see all the profiles. There's your PTOL at the top of the list, and here's all your times and temps. Your starting time, PT1, PT2, PT3, blah, 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 all the way up to 9. So you've got 9 temperatures, 9 time segments, and 9 alarm events, all down this parameter group. And this is all under the RNS program cycle. If you make changes in here, hit write, and it'll write. I can hit write right now, and it'll write to the device. If you want to change it, if someone has sent you a file that you want to load in here, go to batch. Select the file you want to use. This one's called Heat Treat 01, which coincides with this sheet that I'm sending with your oven. This is what's loaded into every single controller. Heat Treat 01, open, write. Select the address, okay. Let it write to the device. Do you want to configure another device? No, we're done. So that if you need to load in a configuration file for something I send you, that's the way you do it. That way we can share files amongst us. All right, thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and Happy New Year to everybody. This is my first video of the new year, and guess what we're talking about? My life has evolved around hot shots lately, so that's what we're talking about. And what I'm doing today is I'm doing two things. I want to get you guys ready to take delivery on your ovens, everyone that's in this batch. I know a lot of you guys have ordered the alarm models. All the ones that you see with the red light in the front are all the RampSoak with the alarm models. Now, I'm trying to get you ready to take delivery on them. I've done a few things. I just got done showing you in the video how we program a brand new one and how we program one that's already been opened up and got the hotshot programming in it. So there's two ways to program them. I want to make that clear. One is just to go in and change parameters for the RampSoak profiles, and the other is a brand new right out of the box. I'm going to be sending you, everyone that's ordered the 480D controller, I'm going to be sending you the Novus paperwork, which is completely valid and good for going through the menu. Right here on the keypad, it tells you how to get into the menu and the menu arrangements and everything. And if you want to program from the keypad, fine. But there's also instructions in there on how to hook it up to the InConfig software. I can email that to you with some sample profiles. So you are getting that. What you're also getting is a sample RampSoak profile that I created in Excel. And it's got this profile right here is loaded into every single one of these controllers. And what it is it starts at 100 degrees and it goes to 1500 degrees over 212 minutes. It will hold 1500 degrees for 60 minutes. And then at the end of that 60 minutes, it will sound an alarm for 1 minute. And then the controller will turn itself off. So there's instructions on there to how to initiate that. And if you want to change any of those parameters, that's fine. You can go in there and change the parameters. Now, your ovens have all been test fired. The element has been checked. The thermal switch has been checked. The cooling fan has been checked. The SSR has been checked for functionality. And the controllers have all been checked for functionality and output. What has not been done, they haven't been run up to full temperature. There's a sheet here for you to know what to expect when firing your oven for the first time and you're taking it all the way up to temperature. I want you to do it in a well ventilated area, and I want you to follow these instructions. And please be careful when you do it. It's smelly, it stinks, so make sure you do it in a well ventilated area. I know it's winter time, you guys are going to want to do this down in the basement. Don't do it unless you're ventilated, all right? That's it for this batch. The next batch is coming up. I've got I've been saving all my emails from, you know, all the way back to November last year. You know, we're going to get an email out and say, hey, you know, we're ready to build, and I'm ready to get invoices out here in the next week or so. And you need to respond to these quickly because they're going to get snapped up quick. I've got people just buzzing around me for the next batch. So it's probably going to be limited to 20 ovens. I'm going to get the interest email out first and let that dictate how many ovens I build. If I have to bump it up to 30, maybe I will. You know, you need to, when you see that email come in saying, hey, we're ready, are you still interested, kind of email, you need to respond to it, you know, within a couple of days. I give you 2 or 3 days, and then I start sending out invoices. All right, I appreciate everyone that's supported the channel. These things support the channel great. It gives me a little bit of content for you guys. You know, not a lot. I don't really have time to go out and do other things in the shop, you know, hobby stuff. And thankfully, I have no real jobs right now to keep me tied up. So the ovens have kept me pretty busy. All right. I wish everyone a good new year. I hope this year was better than the last, and each subsequent year is going to get better and better. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.